question is, Christina, what emerging technologies will help the mass adoption of future developments of the virtual world?
Thank you. I will highlight 3 areas which are really promising. And the first area, we all know that data is a new oil, but it's actually exploding in terms of creation of data. And I can give you the current figure. Globally, we are creating 175 gigabytes of data as 2024, and that will be tripled in the next 5 years, and it will be increased by 12 times by 2035 to reach 2,000 gigabytes. So where do we find all the space to store the data, right? And the answer is synthetic DNA, which is quite cool. And you might remember the Jurassic Park movie started with the DNA of the dinosaur stored in the amber, which lasts for millions of years. So it's extremely durable. And also another thing which is really beautiful is the storage density of DNA is 10 million times that of traditional media such as hard disk. And also it's carbon emission free. How wonderful, right? So according to a professor at MIT, if we want to store the whole world data in the form of synthetic DNA, we only need a teacup, drop down. So that's the first thing I think we should look at. The second thing is user interface. We all love VR, but I don't know about you. If I wear VR goggles for more than half an hour, I start to have headache, so it's not really intuitive. So that's why lots of people are really excited about Apple Vision Pro, because it's really a beautiful combination to allow you to see the very best of the physical world and the digital world. But at the very far end, there's another gentleman called Elon Musk, and he's really into the idea to implant computer chips inside your brain. And he actually already did one with a paralyzed gentleman to allow him to use his thoughts to control digital devices. Almost sounds like Professor X, quite cool, right? But the most exciting thing is a lot of brain-computer interface now is non-invasive. So in China, at Tsinghua University, they came out with a new invention using non-invasive brain-computer interface inserted into your inner ear. It can achieve the same kind of stable communication between your thoughts and digital future. So imagine once that's been commercialized at scale, so every single one of us, we can just wear this non-invasive brain-computer interface and using our thoughts to explore the metaverse and any kind of digital twins or in the city environments to allow citizens to really have a proactive role in developing the future of our city. How wonderful would that be, right? And my last thing, as a very proud environmentalist, we all know that our Earth is getting hotter and hotter, and everywhere I go, I feel like I'm being barbecued or steamed, you know, in the steamed dumplings, like those kind of beautiful dumplings. So we all know that generative AI is going to be the major building block of creating 3D virtual world at scale. But the water consumption of generative AI, according to OECD, is going to be like nearly 6 billion cubic meters by 2027. That will be 6 times the annual water consumption of Denmark as a country. So how can we address that? One of the most effective solutions is nuclear fusion. You might remember last year, Nature published an article looking at the major scientific breakthrough in the United States on nuclear fusion. And if we can get that scaled up, it can provide up to 10,000 years of carbon emission-free electricity for our whole planet. That fundamentally solves all our issues around, energy, which will be fantastic. But the issue is, scientists said the earliest time we can put that as part of national grid will be 2030. So my call to everyone who is listening or here today, shouldn't we maybe set up another nuclear fusion global advisory board, like the AI Global Advisory Board at the UN, to really get governments, private entities, investors all coming together to put investment, put talents, and put research facilities of the world together to really fast track that, even by 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. That's going to fundamentally change the whole climate we are living in, because none of us want to be the delicious dumplings in the bamboo case, right? So thank you very much.
Indeed, carbon emission-free storage would be very cool. and exciting. We've come to the end of our session, but to wrap up this session, I would be grateful if each one of you would take 30 seconds to share one key takeaway. Thank you. I think we'll start with His Excellence, move this side, and then to the side.
Thank you very much. It is an exciting discussion. Maybe to wrap up, I was keen listening to Christina on the proposal of the way forward, and I was wondering how affordable the suggestions. Otherwise, we are going to create another virtual worlds and metaverse divide. And I think it is now important, and that now comes to my message. It's important to consider that all these initiatives has to be people-centered initiatives. Has to consider that we have people coming from different places, different cultures. We have to make sure all these initiatives create a conducive planet to live, happy without creating stresses. I hope all the initiatives will consider. So if it is human-centered initiatives, I think they will have a human first and consider all these together. So, but thank you for this forum, and I think it's a good start. From here, we can work together and make sure we have standards and benchmarks that can be implemented to the whole planet to make this planet a better place for the human being. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for this rich session. Just like I've learned a lot from it, and I think there is an immense work that went behind the scene to prepare for this day, for this moment, and collaboration from different organizations, different members that are present over here that brought us this forward. So to continue on this spirit and to build stronger partnership as we go forward. So I think this is something we really appreciate and we welcome, and we would like to be part of it with UN, ITU, and UNICC, and to continue this collaboration and partnership. So the first thing is partnership. The second P is just like, again, to His Excellency's points and to the points that's been raised by the panelists over here, is that people, just like we need to continue being people-centric in the way that you're building advanced, I would say, implementation of Metaverse, Cityverse, or I would say advanced technologies that's changing life. In Dubai, we have the responsibility of any advancements to share how it's really being developed and to bring other minds together with us into the way that we are sharing these experiences, but also we have a duty on us to learn from the rest of the world what's happening over there and to take it back at home and design it in Dubai. So this is really important to us, as again, to be people-centric and to the way that we advance the solutions around it. Last but not least, I would say this really requires continuous collaboration, and we really appreciate it, and we want to build a stronger collaboration around some thematic challenges that we want to solve together. And I think like some of it is already being proposed over here, but as we continue through the day, we look really forward to build stronger collaborations around it. Thank you.
Very quickly, Minister, go back to your question about financing. Actually, using blockchain, especially tokenization, we can release about 600 trillion US dollars liquidity. And imagine using that to create all the many different layers of digital infrastructure of our time. We are going to have enough money to fight climate change ASAP. Thank you.